cruel and fragile, armored and naked, angry and desperate. Conflict. This is how Hua Chenyu tells the story of a lonely child. With a slow tempo and a rhythm of low, deep, and lonely notes stressing at everyone out of 4 beat. What do I first see? What is the dissonant harmony of a G major chord and a B minor chord, close in pitch but not quite in tune? Try to tell me. Why do I feel a sense of conflict? An ocean that appears calm on the surface, yet turbulent waves beneath. And the monk, why do I feel like he's drowning and suffocating, instead of a normal monk who is peacefully, voluntarily detached from life? Pull and stop, stress and release. This is a weary monk, step by step, dragging his feet in the desert, weighted down by his burden of loneliness, only himself to whisper to. The spark texture between the repetitively tense piano and the endlessly dragging voice opens up a vast and empty desert, contrasting the monk being imprisoned in his own lonely soul. Now that I know he is fake. He finally takes off his mask, and loneliness transforms into anger. The louder and faster he gets, the more urgency and tension are released. He has exploded, but is this merely anger? Contrasting the ease and stability of harmony at the beginning, he now uses a jarring combination of dissonant chords with a constant drum in scale. The notes are clashing together, pushing each other to limits and beyond. Along with the dance texture between the vocal and the piano, the song sounds more like a contradicting harmony of chaos in his mind battle. One is fighting to run away, and one desperately stays. Please be quiet. Stop talking. He changes to sudden high pitch, like a newborn baby, or more exactly, an ungrown adult. Everything is shaking, breaking, growling, crying, and screaming, leaving the audience feeling extremely breathless and uneasy. It's not anger, it's just a scream for love. His last effort to save himself. The world turned to a stop. In the end, he puts his mask back on by repeating the isolating melodic line at the beginning. With this ABA music form in which repetition signals a sense of resolution, we can sense stubbornness, determination, and eagerness for love in this unbreakable cycle of anger and despair. Screaming is Hua Chenyu's unique way to call for the urgency to save millions of lonely children without the love of their families. He attributed Kui Jian, the original composer of Fake Monk, the father of Chinese rock music in the 19th centuries. Confronting a lot of societal norms, Kui Jian's experimental, rebellious music has inspired younger musicians to break out of the Chinese classical music with strict rules that are only for high-class professionals, to fight against its emotional suppressions due to collectivism. In conclusion, Hua Chenyu screaming to convey dark emotions represents the revolution of individualistic pop music that upholds the vulnerability, personal struggles, and creativity of the younger generation in speaking up for the neglected generational loneliness in modern China.